Okay, first we're gonna come up here and grab some dolls that we're going to make over. So I can see one right away that needs some help. This is Rapunzel. And I think we're gonna help out Belle. She needs some help. And Pocahontas. Queen Elsa always needs some help. This is another Belle doll. I guess we'll do her. You know what? Let's just do everybody in this bin. This will be our project for today. Let's see. This is Barbie's Summer. She needs some help. She feels like she has glue in her hair too. She actually looks good. We'll keep her. She's looking good, so she'll stay for now. And then we'll just clean up this Barbie as well. Okay, let's head back downstairs. Okay, here's all the dolls laid out that we're going to clean up today. This is an older Belle doll. I think she was Mattel. She has a color changing dress. I'm not sure exactly what year she came from. We got her from a friend. But she's really pretty. She has such a cute face. I'll probably end up keeping her once the girls are done with her. We also have Elsa. Disney Store Elsa, Classic Elsa. She was the first release, I think, whenever they came out back in 2013, maybe, whenever that was. This is 2014, I think, Pocahontas, Classic Disney doll. This is Life in the Dream House Summer. She came in a 2-pack with a Barbie. This is 2014 Disney Store Classic Belle, I believe. Yeah, because she kind of has the angrier eyebrows. This is Rapunzel. I think she's Palace Pets Rapunzel, pretty sure. And this is a generic Barbie. I think this one is Dr. Barbie. The one in the green scrubs that came up with the 2 little babies. Baby Dr. Barbie, maybe? And then this is my older, used American Girl doll, Elizabeth. And I'm going to be cleaning her up because she's going to be the first one that I do my customizing on. And I want to see if I can get her wig looking any better. It's really dry. It looks super shiny on camera, but it's very dry. So we're going to give that a whirl. Okay, so right here I have some stuff to clean the dolls with. Just regular dish soap, conditioner, baking soda, and these 2 bowls I'm going to be using for my boil washes. And then over here, I have more of the hairstyling stuff. So a couple different types of combs, some gel if I need to try to use that, a little squirt bottle. And all of my doll cleaning tips and tutorials I have learned from 2 different channels. I'll link them below, but it's the first one is from Gray Skull Warrior. That's Scott on Instagram. And his doll photography is amazing. If you guys do not know his channel, on YouTube, I'll link it, and his photography is beautiful, and his doll hair always looks amazing. So that's one great video to check out. And then the other one is one of my other favorite channels called 1000 Splendid Dolls, and she makes over dolls all the time. They always look amazing. So this is where I'm getting my tips from. So I'm just going to start out by washing and shampooing each doll. She is going to just need to be wiped down. I got her used off of eBay, and she's been here for a few years, so it won't hurt her to get washed up a little bit. I'm just going to wash her first and then do her hair. And it's okay if you get the cloth wet, it'll dry. Main thing with American Girl is you just don't want to get any water in the eye sockets. And don't mind her eyes. One of her eyes doesn't really close, so she's always winking. I just try to go gently over the face paint. She's an older Pleasant Company doll, so her lips have already faded a little bit anyway, just over time. Now I've just added some conditioner so that it's a little easier when we comb it out. I don't know what Elizabeth's baseline hair is. I don't know what she looked like when she's brand new, but hopefully it'll look better. A little better than what it has looked like for me. So while the conditioner's in there, I like to try to comb out the hair a little bit. So I'm going to do that now. Just working in sections with a big comb first. And starting at the bottom. And it helps if you try to do as much detangling beforehand if you can. Sometimes it's really, you can't, but if you can, it does help. Okay, that's probably good. Now I'm going to fill this bowl up with water and microwave it so that we can do a quick boil wash for her. Okay, so I combed out her hair again with a finer tooth comb. Now I'm just going to give it a dunk in this hot water. It's not really that hot, to be honest, as I have learned. American Girls have Kanekalon hair, so you don't want to use extreme heat on them because it could melt the hair fiber. You only need a little bit. So I'm just hoping this helps with her frizziness. I know some people do that downy dunk method, but I'm just trying this first. Okay, now I'm just going to add a little bit of a diluted gel to her hair, especially to the top, to see if we can, again, tame the flyaways and keep it smoother looking. Okay, so Cutie Pie Elizabeth is done for now. We're going to set her somewhere to dry for the rest of the day, and then we will check back in later for her. Already she's looking so cute with her sleek, wet hair. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and start washing all of these other dolls. These are going to be easier because it doesn't matter if they get wet. So I'm going to go through and wash all of their hair and their bodies, and then we'll check back in. Okay, so I moved into a different room actually because my husband got home from work and it was too loud. So I have all the dolls laid out here. They've been cleaned and washed, conditioned, detangled, and I'm getting ready to do a couple boil washes. I have them grouped in what I think their hair types are. I'm pretty sure these two have saran hair. Hers is really thin, so it might be Kanekalon, but it's not as wispy usually as Kanekalon is, so I think it's saran. I'm not totally sure what kind of hair she has. It might be nylon. I just can't really tell. We'll see what happens with the boil wash. These four Disney classic dolls, I'm pretty sure they all have nylon hair. Nylon is a little bit of a thicker fiber, so you can do a boil wash, but it doesn't really do much. It doesn't straighten it at all. So we're just going to boil wash them all anyway and see what happens. So I'm going to start out with her. Give her a nice dunk. And she doesn't need much because her hair was already pretty straight. I don't want to melt her hair if it actually is really Kanekalon. So we're gonna keep her here for a sec. All right, there we go. I've had to set up the tripod. All right, so we're gonna brush through this for a sec. She's probably good. And this is the one that I thought maybe had glue, but it doesn't seem too bad yet. If she does have glue in her head, this hot water is going to make a whole bunch of it seep out. So we'll know shortly. So I'm gonna go run her hair under some cold water to set this. So as for Summer and Belle, I'm pretty sure their hair type can tolerate heat for a lot longer, so we're gonna give them a good dunk. Like I said, I think they both have saran hair. She might be nylon, but I guess if nothing happens, doesn't straighten, then she's nylon. Okay, these two have been soaking for a couple minutes. Just kind of brush through a little bit. Summer. I wish I had gotten the original Summer Life in the Dream House doll. She was really cool. I loved her outfit. Maybe I'll find her in the wild someday. Okay, so once I get their hair how I want it, I'm going to run it under cold water and put a little bit of this diluted gel in it to keep the flyaways away. Okay, now we'll get our Disney girls in here. The water's not really too hot anymore, but that's okay. These guys can tolerate some heat. Their hair fiber is very thick. Let these two hang out for a minute. I'm probably going to be maybe flat ironing them anyway, so just doing this for fun. How many can we fit? Okay, I think they've been in here long enough. We're gonna get them combed out and ready to dry, and we'll check back in. Well, everybody's done for the day. They're set up out here in the living room to dry. It'll probably take overnight. And then here's the other ones, the Barbies. Really like how this one turned out so far. Over here is a quick preview of Elizabeth's hair, and it's still wet, but it's almost dry, and I cannot believe how good it looks. It was like a frizzy mess before, so it just looks so much better. I can't believe I didn't do this sooner. Oh my gosh. So I'm really excited that it's turning out nice, and check in tomorrow after it's totally dry and brushed. Let's turn her around a little bit to see the front. Yeah, so it's still a little frizzy in the front, but not too bad. She smells so good and clean now. So yeah, we'll let her dry a little longer. Good morning. It's the next day. And just taking a look at everybody, these three look great. This one, I am going to do one more dunky boil wash on her to see if we can get it a tiny bit straighter. But I think I was surprised. So she seems to have saran hair because it did respond to the boil wash. These guys over here, the Disney dolls, I'm pretty sure they have nylon hair. It didn't straighten them out much, so I'm going to dunk them one more time. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. And then Belle didn't make a difference at all. She has curly hair. It definitely looks better. So I'm just going to leave her as is. Okay, so it's the next day, and I'm noticing after I boil washed Summer's hair, I think I triggered a lot of glue to be released. I think when sometimes you dunk their heads in hot water, any glue that's been glued on in the inside of their head can get sort of melted and seep out. So now, even though her hair looks really good, it's all sticky on top. So I'm going to have to try to get the glue out of her hair and see if that works out for me. Whoopsie. Okay guys, here's everyone all dressed in their outfits again. I'll go ahead and show you each doll's makeover, and I'll insert pictures, and I'll show you how they look.
I'm back.
Hi.
I haven't been on the channel in a long time.
So here is Dr. Barbie, and she was really easy to fix. All we did was wash her, condition her, boil wash her, and she's looking fabulous. I'll show you her hair. Looking very good. Next is Summer, and she was the one that turned really nasty after I boil washed her. All this glue started leaking out of her head. So I used my degluifying method thing, and she looks amazing now. Her hair looks so good. I can't feel any more glue left in it. And I think she turned out great. Don't you guys think so?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll probably post a different video on how I did her glue removal. Next is Hidden Surprise Belle, and she also turned out really pretty. Here's a look. I just gave her like a little cute hairdo because I couldn't totally straighten out the sides of her hair. They kept crimping. So we gave her a cute little braid in the back, twisty thing, and she turned out really pretty.
Wow, Elsa turned out good.
Yeah. So here's Belle. Belle didn't have too much of a change. Disney Store nylon hair is pretty big. You can't really straighten it too much without using a hot iron, but we did clean it up and we sort of like reconfigured her curls a little bit.
But
the
top, like the top.
Yeah.
Looks like a
She's still cute. Next, we redid Elsa, and I just gave her a fishtail braid. She looks weird if you try to leave her hair down just the way it's rooted. It's not meant to be wearing it down. So she looks good. I also put her fringe back in a little clear
because like
ponytail.
You can't add that to the braid. It's too short.
Exactly, but she looks really cute, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Little button. What do you think of Elsa? She looks better? Here's Rapunzel. She's been made over a couple times because her hair gets really tangled.
We'll leave the other video in the icon up there.
Oh, I don't know how to do that, so we won't do that. That's okay. But her hair turned out really nice after we washed it. It's always kind of been like this dry Disney Store hair, as you'll see on Pocahontas. Once it gets tangled, it just turns into this kind of gross frizzy texture. It might improve with a hot iron, but to be honest, I don't know if it would melt her hair or not. So whatever, she's fine. Right, girls? Then we have Pocahontas. We detangled her and combed her hair out. The top looks great, but again, the bottom is kind of that, you know. Yucky. We already showed you Elizabeth. I'll insert that footage in here. But anyway, here is Elizabeth, and if you guys remember, I washed her hair, conditioned it, put a little bit of watered down gel in it, and boil washed it, and she came out awesome. I just can't believe how nice her wig looks now. Like, it's all shiny. It doesn't look as dry as it was before. Let me turn her around so you can... Here she is from the front. And it looks so much better. I also took a really tiny pair of scissors and trimmed up some of the loose flyaway hairs that were sticking out from, you know, probably the person before her. I would imagine brushed her hair a ton, but a bunch of hair had broken off. So she looks awesome. Now I don't want to customize her. I like her. So we'll see what happens to our lovely Elizabeth Cole. She looks amazing. And who is your favorite makeover, girls?
Rapunzel.
Rapunzel?
And Pocahontas.
And do you want me to put their
And
hair?
Summer.
Oh, good.
And all of them.
Okay. Now, do you want me to rebraid their hair or just leave it down?
Rebraid it. And my favorite is Elizabeth.
Yeah, she turned out awesome, didn't she?
My favorite is Elizabeth too.
Thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll see you next time.